Most people hear Alice in Wonderland and think, yeah, the trippy story about a girl on mushrooms. Let's clear that up right now. No, it's not about drugs. Lewis Carroll wasn't tea-passing a bong under the tea table. He was a math professor with a sense of humor so dry it needed a warning label. Carroll's real name was Charles Lutwidge Dodgson, and he taught mathematics at Oxford. When he wrote Alice, he wasn't exploring psychedelics. He was exploring logic, and what happens when logic collapses under its own weight. Wonderland isn't a drug trip. It's Victorian society turned inside out. Take the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Everyone's polite, everyone's proper, and absolutely nothing makes sense. It's Carroll's way of mocking the ridiculous rules of upper-class etiquette. The Hatter isn't crazy. He's stuck in an endless tea time because he annoyed a queen. The joke? Power and manners can be insane, and everyone just smiles through it. Then there's Alice herself, the only person in the story who acts rationally. She questions every order, argues with royalty, and refuses to accept nonsense just because adults said so. That's not childhood innocence. That's rebellion wrapped in ruffles. Underneath the nonsense, Alice is a mathematical satire. Carroll loved paradoxes, riddles, and wordplay that exposed how fragile common sense really is. Every talking animal? An impossible rule is an equation that doesn't add up, a warning about how easily reality becomes absurd when logic is abused. So why do people associate it with psychedelics? Because a century later, when the 1960s counterculture came along, Alice was the perfect mascot, vivid, rebellious, and defiantly strange. The story never needed drugs. It already questioned reality on its own. That's why it still hits today. Wonderland isn't a hallucination, it's a mirror. Carroll didn't ask readers to escape reality.
He dared them to see how ridiculous it already was.
If you enjoyed this trip down the rabbit hole, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart History for Dumb Times. And if you feel like fueling more historical deep dives, the link to buy me a coffee is in my bio.